Tempe, Arizona, and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Personal foul.
They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. From the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. And the Sun Devils are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And some room to work. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that's
right down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe your power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
It'll be a run on third and short. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sharp. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Bruce. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Sharp. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The inside handoff. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. No one there to stop him. Except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quickly complete. Spin, still running. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Jumped on top of the pile. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punted away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes the easy one to the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Madden. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Give to the running back. Hard running there. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it.
Return brings it out to the 32. And Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Castillo. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Handoff to the single running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Out of bounds he goes at the 26, and they gobbled up a huge chunk of yardage on that one. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, there's no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gives it to the back on the draw. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Rides the back on the option, the give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short, making that official reach for his flag. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like they were ready for that second.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the ground. He's got it again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's Hill. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on! They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Dances away to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes